Okay, so now we want to create the homepage component. So if we go on to our final design, as you can see here, we have a background image and then we have a list of products on here. So later on, we will render out the products that we will get from the Graph CMS. And the way we fetch the data from Graph CMS is with GraphQL. So we will look at that later on. But first of all, what I want to do is create this homepage with the background image and then the product component. So if we go into our homepage on the left, so in our pages and index.tsx here, what I first want to do is create a home container. And what we need to do is we need to create the homepage styles now. So in our styles folder, create a new file in here saying home styles. And I'm just going to bring in my home styles just across. So if I paste these in, essentially, we have a home container which has margin left and right on either side, a display of flex wrap of wrap for our products. We have a background image. So as you can see, we have a gradient on there for our background image, and these are all being exported individually. So going back in here now, I just need to import my home container, and then in my home container, I'm going to render a background image, which is this one over here. So if I go into my build application here, I need to paste in the background image, which takes in a source and an alt attribute. So if I control space also, so if I save, you can see the image now, which is working correct. What I now want to do is create a list of product components. So essentially, if I bring in the code I have, what I am essentially doing is passing certain props in for certain products. So each product will take in an ID, a title, price, rating, and image, like so. So in my components now, I need to create a new component in here called product, and this will take in an index.tsx and also a styled.ts. So the index is RAFCE and this is product. And if I go into the product component, I am passing in them certain props. So if I import them in, and then first of all, what I'm going to do is render an image which has the source of image which is being passed in by the props, like so. And then the alt is going to be the title. And then also I'm just going to render a p tag with the title as well. So if I save that, and also in my styles, I'm going to import the styles from my product component. So this takes in a product container, price, and info components. So we just need to import these into my product now. So in my product, the wrapper is a product container here. And then if we import that in from /styled, move this image to the top actually, and then in the info, this is the text for the product. I'm just going to put in the title just above here and import that in also. So now what I want to do is I want to go in my index, and where all the errors are, we just need to import the product component now. And if I save all, we now have all of the products rendering on the page, which is working correctly. I now need to create a wrapper for all of the products. So in my home styles, we have this product rows container, which gives everything a display of flex and a flex wrap of wrap. So everywhere where there is a product, we have our product rows like so. And then if I just put this in at the end of all of the products, we now need to save everything. If I now import the home styles and save, as you can see now, the products are rendering. There are 6 products in total that we are showing. And now if I go into the product component, as you can see here, there are certain types, and at the minute the types are any. So we need to have the types for the product itself. So what we can do is we can copy this and go into my product component. So it's going to be command space, like so. And I'm going to create an interface here. So interface, and this is just going to be called product props. And in here, we're just going to paste in all of the types in here and also pass in the product props here like so and save. And now what we want to do is we want to pass the ID, which is equal to a string. As you can see here, they are all string apart from rating and price. So command D, command D. So these 3 are string. and then price and rating or number. Now we have added TypeScript types in here and also created a product props interface also. So now what I want to do is, instead of a p tag for the title, we have access to title in our global styles or the shared style. So we're going to use that for the title. So if I save and just fix this error, so now the titles are working and rendering correctly. What I now want to do is create a couple more components. So the first component is this price component. So this will handle a few bits of JavaScript in there, and then also the rating component. So when we pass in a rating, we render the certain amount of stars. So this is reusable across the application. So we will create these two components next.